Hello everyone, we've seen a very nice pump in Bitcoin, look at it, all the way from 43,000 to 45k, quite nice, and it looks pretty brilliant, but then the question is, will this pump actually continue? Is this the beginning of something a bit bigger? Is there any volume and what is the reason for it? And me, Thomas Krallo, Mr. Spot On, I have the answers for you. And actually, in our community, we posted about this yesterday. So, without any further ado, let's just jump straight into this because this is something you guys cannot afford to miss. So, if we look at this overall momentum, it does look quite interesting, but now let's dig a bit deeper and see what statistics and why some research is telling us that this could only be the beginning for this run. So, let's go to a bigger time frame. Let's put on our favorite drawings, and for the start, for the beginning, we had a very nice technical breakout, which is quite nice. And I didn't make a video about Bitcoin in quite a few days just because there was nothing was happening besides this triangle right here. So, and we had this squeeze that actually, you know, those people who are naysayers to technical stuff, because I know the technical analysis doesn't always work, but when it does, it works fucking brilliantly. And it made me a lot of money in my career of 10 years in trading, and it did make a lot of money for a lot of people in general. So, but only those who actually know how to use it properly, know how to use proper risk and money management, etc. And I'm going to link a tutorial right here if you want to learn about risk and management and this stuff. So check this out after you watch this video. So it's going to be very useful. We actually broke out here. We had a fake out. We broke out again. We retested a textbook retest, and now we're actually on the way to the target, which is about, again, just technical target for this breakout is like 45,000. So if we get this out of the way, and we actually zoom out a bit to get some context for the move, then we're gonna see that actually it's pretty crazy. Like the price went to like 38.5, which was basically 500 bucks away from my box for longing areas. It says right here, longing area and spot accumulation, and the stop loss I would have placed like at 36. So we didn't get there, even though, you know, it pains me to see that in Ethereum we actually were in the long area, but I really wanted to take the extreme of the long area on Bybit, and my order was at 21.50, and it didn't come to my order by $17. $17. What can you do about it? But we also posted other trades in the community. I'm going to show those to you in just a sec, and those played out real nicely. So for now, what we see just technically, before I give you actual reasons for this and what is happening, what we can expect. For one, we actually saw the reduction of the dump from grayscale. So it actually stabilizes in terms of the ETF dump, you know, sell the news type of an event. And I'm quite happy to see that it went down only to like 38.5. It could have gone lower. So, and we are just back in the same vicinity. We are arguably back, you know, consolidating. So after all, this sell the news event could turn out to be just a consolidation, which is beautiful because it just shows what is around the corner. But besides all this speculation, let's discuss as to what is happening right now and what is going to happen next. And before I tell you, guys, Bybit, $30,000 in initial deposit bonuses, an exchange that you can actually trust. And this is the exchange that actually is going to let you into my trading community for absolutely free for a lifetime. And you cannot pay for this community. So if you use my link to Bybit in the description of this video, you create a new account. Maybe you already have a Bybit account. You can create a new one using some other form of identification. Create a new one, move to the new one, or create just a general one. If you don't have a Bybit account, then you just create one. And using my link in the description of this video, deposit money into it, claim all the bonuses. You're going to be getting good exchange, and with your UID, there's a link to my Discord in the description of this video where you can actually join it using your UID once you create the account using my link, and it's going to let you in. There's 40,000 traders in there, and we're doing exceptionally well. And as a matter of fact, this is exactly what we posted in this community yesterday. So, and just to prove the point, here is the community, and we posted about this yesterday, Dubai time, around 10 p.m. And also we posted Ethereum trades just recently, and look, very nice ROI. Link trade on Chainlink, also very nice ROI, some XRP trades, and just in general, not every trade is a profit, but the amount of very good information on liquidity on clusters or market makers, on really deep analysis, and our results, actually from the trade results from the members, this is just posted by the members, is pretty freaking epic. This is just not us, this is our members actually posting these things. So if you want to be part of it, I suggest you come in there, because, and there's a link down in the description of this video, because the core information that is also for this video has been posted there 12 hours ago. So this is super useful. And what this information is and how it contributes to the current run-up is actually the Chinese New Year. According to the statistics and research by 10xresearch.co, every single year around Chinese New Year, we see a pump. So this is the Chinese New Year pump. And it's like, it's been quite consistent. 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023. And on average, a median average return for the Chinese New Year pump is 11%. Sometimes it's 24%, sometimes it's 3%, but on average, it's around 11%. And full disclosure, this has a chance of not working, because this only works when the narrative is correct, and when the narrative and the sentiment and market makers, liquidity actually permits for these kinds of pumps to occur in certain very specific time zones and like time segments of a year. So when it comes to the calendar, and if you're going to be asking yourself, where is the Chinese New Year? Actually, it is on the 10th of February, right here. And currently we are sitting basically 2-3 days before it. So we're just at the very beginning of this statistical Chinese New Year pump. And usually, as per this particular statistic, how it goes precisely is when you buy Bitcoin or trade Bitcoin, whatever, 2 to 3 days before the Chinese New Year, which is where we are at right now, and you sell it or you close your position around 10 days after the Chinese New Year, which is Tuesday the 20th, this is when, in this time gap, this is when we see an average return of Bitcoin of 11%. So again, 2-3 days before Chinese New Year, you purchase it, you enter into a trade, again, not financial advice, and by 20th of February, which is 10 days after Chinese New Year, in this time period, it returns on average 11%. So let's have a look. So basically, that is what it's telling us, that this is only the beginning of this Chinese New Year pump, because arguably we started with this small breakout here. So let's see if we're going to even take it from here, and we're going to do an average 11%. So that would put the target for this move at like 48,000. So the retest of our current local high, and possibly even the entering into the shorting zone of 49 to 50. Because like, look, these are the drawings that I showed you before so many times, and these have been unadjusted. And look how precise it is. Yes, there was a small discrepancy here, so it didn't come to it, but nonetheless, look at how beautiful it is. If this is not spot on, almost spot on, 99% spot on, then I don't know really what is. So do I expect this to continue? Now, I've already given you full disclosure that these things, they are not, engraved in stone. Anything can change at an instant, because it's all about what the market can permit at any given time, because of money flow, liquidity, market makers, their expectations, the other news that could be coming out in the same period, etc. But in general, this is quite a heavy statistic. So therefore, if I were to bet on it, well, for one, I join Bybit using my link down in the description. I would join my Discord channel, so you actually are always alerted the earliest. Because again, I cannot make a YouTube video at 3 o'clock in the morning, so that's why there can always be a delay. And I would be paying attention to this and remembering all the precise dates. So let's see how it continues. And guys, check out this quick tutorial right here, because if you can copy my trades in Discord as well, etc., all our trades, but you need to know how to use proper risk and money management. So check out this tutorial. As always, peace and love. Thomas Krallo. Stay smart, stay very rich, and I'll see you next video. Bye-bye.